Blooming Prairie Coaches Show on KRFO Radio is brought to you by Olympic Fire Protection. John Bruns is coaching the girls basketball team this winter. John Workey stepped down. And John, why'd you move over to the girls?
Well, I felt like it was a good opportunity to move and just to have a little bit of a new challenge. I also have some girls coming up in the program, so if I was going to expect to get to see them play at some point, I'd either not be coaching or have to go over to the girls. And it just worked out that John stepped down at the right time for me to make this move. And it's an exciting time of year always, but it's really exciting this year having new challenges and new team and new program to work with.
All right, what a great opportunity as things do work out, timing-wise, real good sometimes. Now, early on here in the official start of practice, what do you notice as the biggest differences? How are things going to be different for you coaching girls as opposed to coaching boys?
Well, I've just been kind of approaching it that every team is different, and there's different strengths and different weaknesses to every team, whether it's boys, girls, or fifth grade or varsity. There's definitely some differences in the games and in the game, the way the game is played, the boys game versus the girls game. I think defensively will be a little bit different style than what we've played in the past on the boys' side, but a lot of the basics of the game are still the same. You still have to be able to defend. You still have to be able to rebound. You have to be able to take care of the ball, and that's all the same. And those are the kind of the types of things that we're really working on right now. And whether it was on the boys' side or the girls' side, we'd be working on those same things right now. So I guess the differences are minute, because the game has really evolved to be very, very similar to each other.
Blooming graduates a fair amount off of last season's team, is that right?
Yeah, I graduated a big group of seniors from last year, and that obviously the two big ones would be Madison Workey, who's playing at Winona State right now, Division II basketball, and Taylor Hagan, who's playing Division I at UNI. We're not going to have two people step up and fill those shoes for sure, but I think we can have kind of a team effort and group effort, and a lot of people can step in and fill those spots, and kind of make up for those points that are lost, and rebounds, and all the other things that they did. In addition to those two, we also Nicole Inwards came off the bench last year and played a key role in their success. Tessa Ivers also was a good guard off the bench. Carissa Easton graduated as a good shooter, and Michaela Jensen as well was a key player off the bench for them. So it was a group of 6 seniors that had been around the program for a long time, and to lose that many players all at once, we've got a lot of experience to gain here in these first few games.
What as far as varsity experience or playing experience that you have back, where are some of the strengths here right away?
Well, we have a few key contributors from last year back. Kaylin Knotts was a starter last year. She's going to be a good piece to put in the middle of the zone, in the middle of the defense, middle of the offense. She's about a 6'1" post that does a lot of good things out there. She's very physical, strong, can score inside, can rebound and defend inside. So that's nice to have that back. In addition to her, Hannah Aaron's also a senior. Played a lot of minutes last year, started, and she just does a lot of the dirty work out there. She didn't get a lot of praise last year for what she did, but she just does all the little things out there. She rebounds, she defends, she gets the ball where it needs to go, and that's always key. She's going to be looked at to probably score a little bit more this year than she has in the past, but I think she'll be able to step in and fill that role as well. We also have Casey Gwilt back. Well, eventually she'll be back. She's rehabbing an ACL knee surgery right now, and don't really know the timetable on her, but we're hopeful that we'll get her back sometime this season. And of those three girls that are back, Kaylin and Casey were both all conference last year, and Hannah was honorable mention all conference. So in spite of those big losses, we do have with those three back. Eventually, all three of those will be back. Some nice returners.
John, what's the first part of the schedule as far as a scrimmage this weekend, or what do you do leading up to the opener?
Yeah, we have a set of scrimmages on Saturday. We'll have 7 kind of mini scrimmages against 7 different teams. So we'll see 7 different looks, and that'll be really, really good for us. And then we'll do some full court stuff at the end and play against Casson and Hayfield and see what we look like in there. It's going to be a good day for us. Just kind of getting out on the floor, going against different people, different competition, get different looks offensively, defensively, and just see what we can do with it. Obviously we're not going to be perfect at this point, and if we were, then the coaching part of it would be kind of boring. But we'll definitely get better in a lot of ways this weekend. And then we open up. Our first game isn't until December 1st. Okay. So we'll have next week broken up by Thanksgiving and that, but we'll have next week to get ready, and then we'll start the week after.
Fantastic. Well, John, thank you very much, and good luck as you embark on the season.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Girls basketball with John Bruns for Blooming Prairie on the KRFO Coaches Show.